Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This is Fahim bin Amin, and today I'm going to show you how you can use your GitHub, GitLab and BitBucket profile all together in your single Linux distro by using SSH keys, of course. Now you may see that I'm using a Debian based distro which is PopOS, but don't worry about it. You can apply the almost same procedure in all the other distros as well, such as if I am using sudo apt install, then you need to modify it to sudo dnf install in rpm based distro such as Fedora. And for the arch based distro, you may need to modify it like sudo pamac or sudo pacman or something like that. You know what I mean, right? So enough talk, let's head over to our main section. Before jumping into our main section, I want to clarify one thing to you first, that you don't need to worry about the commands I'm going to use here, okay? Because I'm going to provide all the commands and all the procedures I'm using in this video description. So I would recommend you to simply head over to our video description and you will find everything there, okay? Another thing is, if you are new in my channel, then I would request you to subscribe to my channel, and if this video provides you some assistance at least, then please consider giving it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to follow me, then you may follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on GitHub, GitLab and on LinkedIn also, okay? So enough talk, now I'm going to the main part of this video. So I'm going to follow the sequence like this, like I'm going to install the SSH keys or provide the SSH keys and add it to our SSH agent of GitHub, then GitLab, and in the last BitBucket. But don't worry, you may choose any sequence you want. Like if you want to use only GitHub and GitLab, of course you can do that. And if you want to do this like this, like first of all you want to add SSH keys for GitLab, then BitBucket, then GitHub, of course you can do so. There's nothing wrong with this, and I will try to add the timestamp of this video also, okay? Now I'm going to open my browser. First of all I'm going to GitHub first, as I have already mentioned that I'm going to use GitHub first of all, but don't worry, you can follow any sequence you want, whether it can be GitHub, GitLab or BitBucket and so on. So let's start, shall we? First of all, I'm going to github.com and then you need to sign in. But if you don't have the account, then you can simply sign up. It's pretty simple actually. So as I am making this video to add the SSH key, so I'm considering that you have already a GitHub account, GitLab account and BitBucket account and so on, okay? So I'm going to sign in here. After signing to your GitHub account, then you need to go to your settings. Simply click on your profile gravatar and click on settings, okay? And from here you need to go to SSH and GPG key, okay? Open your terminal window. You can open your terminal window anywhere you want. There's nothing wrong with this. And I need to type this command, which is ssh-keygen space -t space ed25519 space -C, and after giving a space and within the double quotation we need to type that email address we are using on our GitHub profile, okay? Like I'm using this account, so I'm going to use this and hit on enter. Now it is asking you to enter the file where you want to save the SSH key file, okay? Like for me it's suggesting me /home/fb_desktop. It is my username for this operating system /.ssh. As there's a dot before this folder, we can get that it's a hidden folder, right? And /id_ed25519. Now if we press enter, this will generate the SSH key into the default directory, which is this, okay? But here we don't want that, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm simply copying this directory and I'm pasting it here, but don't press enter right now, okay? I'm going to modify it a simple bit. what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna simply change it to GitHub. After that, press on enter. If you want to enter any passphrase, then you can do that, but for now I am not willing to do that here, so I am simply pressing on enter, again enter, and now the SSH key has been generated here in this directory. Okay, and if we want to find the SSH keys from here, we can obviously do that. How we can do that? Simply go to the file manager and you have to enable the hidden files from here. Simply tap on this and check this box, show hidden files. After that, we are getting this .ssh files which was hidden underneath this layer, and I'm going to head over here, and you see I have already got my GitHub secret key and GitHub public key. Okay, and now I need to start the SSH agent key in the background, so I'm gonna put my command here, and after that simply press on enter. Okay, now I need to add my SSH private key to the SSH agent, so I am going to paste this command, but here I need to modify the file name as I have used id-github, right? Okay, my identity has been added. Now I need to copy my SSH keys so that I can use it on my GitHub profile. All right, so I'm simply going to paste this command here, and you may understand that I'm going to modify this file name, which is id/github for me, and obviously we need to use the public key, so I'm using .pub. Okay, after pressing on enter, I am getting my SSH keys here. What I need to do, I need to simply copy this and paste it in my GPG key. What I need to do, I need to simply copy these SSH keys and I need to paste it here under the new SSH keys section. So I'm going to paste it here. As for title, I'm going to use test for now, but obviously you can use any kind of string or any kind of word as your title as you see fit for yourself. Okay, and now I'm going to add the SSH keys. After this, what you need to do, you need to clone a private repository, or if you don't have any private repositories yet in your profile, then you may simply create a new private repositories. Okay, for now I'm going to show you by creating a new private repository. So I'm heading over to the new private repository section, and I'm giving it a name like test for YouTube. It's a private repository, and create repository. As I'm working from Linux, definitely I need to select the SSH, and I'm copying this command, and after that I'm simply opening my terminal. I want to clone the repository here in my desktop section, so I'm simply pasting it here. Okay, after pressing on enter, it's asking me that whether I want to continue connecting. Obviously I'm typing yes and hitting on enter. Okay, the repository has been cloned. Now you may see the .git file here because I have already enabled the show hidden file section, that's why. But yeah, it would be a good practice if you would simply clone the repository first time within a newly created folder. It would be good, right? So whatever, I have already done this, so I am keeping it here. And see, if I edit something here like this, and if I want to add the file as well, before showing that, I'm gonna show you that our clone had been successful here. Okay, now I'm committing. You see, we need to do some configuration here. So what we need to do, we need to type this command, which is git config -- global space user.name, and here you need to provide your username which you are using in your GitHub profile. For mine it is Fahim FBA, and then we need to use git config / global user email, and you need to use the email which you are using in your GitHub profile. Like for me, it's this. Okay, now if I want to commit this, okay, and now I need to push the file. Let's see whether it's working or not. You see, it's working perfectly. Okay, now your Linux distro is completely ready for any kind of git related command or so on for your GitHub profile. Now for the second section, I'm going to show you to do this exact same procedure and maybe slightly modification for your GitLab profile. Okay. And now for GitLab, first of all, head over to gitlab.com and you need to sign in here. If you don't have any account in GitLab, don't worry, you can create an account also by simply head over to the register now section. As for now, I'm considering that you have already have an account, so I'm going to enter to my profile. After signing into GitLab, simply head over to the preferences, and from here go to the SSH keys. Here we need to generate and save the SSH keys, but don't worry, I'm going to show you everything in this video. Of course, first of all, again I am opening my terminal and I'm going to put my command here. In the comment section, I'm going to provide my email address. You need to provide your email address, which email address you are using in your GitLab profile. Okay, after hitting on enter, again it's asking for you where you want to save the SSH key file. Okay, so I'm going to simply copy this directory and paste it here. Don't press enter yet. Now we need to modify it a little bit, and yeah, simply change this to GitLab and press on enter. Again, if you want to enter any passphrase, you can do that here, but I'm not willing to do that here right now, so I'm simply pressing on enter. Again enter, and yeah, my SSH keys has been saved in this directory successfully. If you want, you can obviously check the directory from here, simply copy it, and you can check it from your file manager as well. There's nothing wrong about it. Okay, we need to add the agent here, and I also need to add the SSH key to my GitLab account, so I'm going to paste this command here. Now I need to simply change this directory from here to here. Okay, after pressing on enter, it's saying that command exclib not found, but it can be installed with this command. So I'm going to simply copy this command and paste it here, and I'm pressing enter. It's asking for my password, so I'm giving my password. Okay, now I can use the previous command as well, and my SSH key has been copied here successfully. So what I need to do, I need to simply paste it here, and for the title I'm simply using a trial test for YouTube. Obviously you can change the title as you want. Don't worry about the title at all. I don't want this SSH keys to be expired within soon, so I'm going to keep it as it was, and I'm simply adding the key. Now I need to config, so I'm going to git config -- global user.name, and I need to provide the exact username which I'm using in my GitLab profile. After that, I'm going to use my email, and obviously I need to use the same email which I have been using in my GitLab profile. Okay, done. Now what I need to do, most probably you have already guessed that, I need to simply clone a private repository, or if you don't have any private repository yet, now you can simply create a new repository. That would work as well. So I'm going to create a new repository, create blank project, obviously private. I'm going to give it a name, trial test for YouTube. You can give or use any name you want, It's just for the test purpose, nothing serious. So I'm going to create this project, and now I need to clone with SSH obviously. So what I'm gonna do, I need to clone it here, but it's not like that you need to clone it right here on the desktop directory. You can do that in other directories as well. Don't worry about it. I'm simply showing you this so that it might make my task more easier or simpler or something like that. You know what I mean, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna simply clone it, git clone, and I need to paste the SSH links here. After pressing on enter, it's asking for me that whether I want to continue connecting this. So I'm going to press on yes, and yeah, the repository has been cloned successfully. Now see my readme file. So if I want to show you, the readme file here is trial test for YouTube. I'm changing it here. I'm pushing something new within this readme, and after saving it, simply I'm going to check whether my procedure is working correctly or not. I'm simply opening my terminal and I'm going to check my git status. It's saying that readme.md file has been modified. So what I need to do, I need to simply add this, and I'm committing it. I'm simply giving this commit message here, working with changes, and I need to push it here. It has been pushed successfully. Let's see what it tells us. So yeah, our GitLab profile is working perfectly with our SSH keys. Okay, now for the last section, I'm going to show you how you can do that procedure also in your BitBucket account. Okay, so head over to the third section. Hello guys, now we have already come to our last section of this video, which is connecting your BitBucket account with SSH keys here. So first of all, you need to head over to your BitBucket account, which is bitbucket.org obviously, and you need to log in here. Again, if you don't have any account in BitBucket, you can simply register for a new account. It's as simple as a piece of cake. So after heading over to your BitBucket account, you simply need to go to your settings. Okay, what you need to do, simply click on your profile gravatar and go to personal settings. After that, go to SSH keys section. We need to paste our SSH keys here. So first of all, we need to generate an SSH keys. You can follow this procedure as well, but don't worry about it, as I'm going to show you all the procedure you may need for this BitBucket account, right? Okay, so first of all, I'm again opening my terminal here and I'm pasting this command. It's again asking for the directories where I want to keep my file. I need to simply copy this directory and paste it here, and I need to modify it from id-rsa to id-bitbucket. After pressing on enter, it's asking for the passphrase if I want to do that or not. Like for me, I'm not willing to do that here, so I'm simply pressing on enter, again enter. Our SSH keys has been saved here in this directory. Again, if you want, you can simply go to the directory and check it for yourself. Like I'm going to this directory SSH keys. You see all the IDs has been saved here as well. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to start the agent in the background, so I am giving this command here, and after that I need to simply add the path to my private key file. Okay, so as my private key was BitBucket, so I'm simply typing BitBucket and hitting on enter. I'm sorry guys, my ID was not BitBucket, but it was id-bitbucket. Okay, so I am giving my exact directory here. You can see that here I was using id-bitbucket. So I'm giving it here. After pressing on enter, the identity has been added successfully. Okay, after that I am going to my file manager and opening the SSH directory, and from here I'm going to copy my BitBucket public key here. You can open this file in any kind of text manager or other file you want, nothing to worry about. And I need to simply paste it here. As for the label, you can use any title or any string or text message you want. For now I'm going to use test purpose. I'm simply click on add key. Okay, the key has been added, and now I need to config. So I'm typing git config -- global user their name, and I need to use the exact name I have used in my BitBucket profile. After that I need to add the email as well, and obviously you need to use the same email which you are using in your BitBucket profile. Okay, now it should work. I'm going to clear the terminal, and you need to clone a private repository, or simply if you want you can create a new repository as well. For now I'm going to click create a new private repository. So I'm going to use this test. Okay, default branch main, import a readme, yes, with a template, create repository, create new project. And now I need to clone this repository, so I'm simply click on clone and copying this. After that I'm going to clone it here. You can clone it anywhere you want, and after tapping on yes, simply hit on enter. The repository has been cloned successfully, and if I want to change the file, I have already made some changes here. After saving it, I'm going to check my status. Sorry, I need to open the terminal here, and after checking the status, it said that the readme.md file has been modified. So I'm going to adding the readme file, and I'm going to commit as trial test. But I'm simply pushing the file to see whether it's working or not. Okay, see, it's perfectly working. And now your Linux operating system is completely compatible with any Git provider you want, whether it can be GitLab, GitHub, BitBucket. You can work on the 3 platforms simultaneously from your single Linux distribution. Okay, now if this video helps you, then please consider giving it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I'm willing to provide a lot of technology related videos on my profile. And as usual, if you want to follow me, you can do that on GitHub, GitLab, on Facebook, Twitter, on LinkedIn, and so on. I'm going to provide all the necessary links and comments I have been using in this video to the description box, so please check that as well. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.